And welcome back to MediEvil remake. I did some checking. It's 2019 when this game was released, so it's not that old. And there's the shadow demons around here, but nothing you can simply just pepper with arrows to death and or at least in this case use crossbow bolts. Because, well, why wouldn't you not use something simple and easy method of disposing your enemies, like projectile attacks? So let's just talk with that Gargoyle.
The ancient town of Mellowmead was destroyed by creatures known as rhinotaurs. They live on still, but in a state of hibernation, deep within these caverns. They use the crystals to prolong their worthless hides.
Meaning, there are enemies hidden inside crystals. Which, suffice to say, is not, you could say, very particularly unusual. And this is a as much as level design and all that kind of things goes, this is much more of a filler level than actually complex stage of maneuvers and all that kind of difficult gameplay. Oh yeah, that. And those are the rhinotaurs. They wear some sort of animal skull on their heads, and they get hacked to pieces with quite summary amount of. And this crystal for some reason shoots damaging beams, but nothing really unusual about that kind of thing. Because things do weird things in video games, unexpected, unnatural things. You're big, but I am more dangerous. Oh yeah. Luckily these crystal floors don't seem to cause damage, which is nice. Otherwise they would be quite much of a nuisance, or much more of a nuisance. Just replenish the health and all that. Visually this is what you could say a very fun stage. Not the most, you could say, ambitious stage, but still visually interesting and fun. What does the book say?
Tread softly in these caves, for an ill-tempered dragon has a lair here.
Well, I think that means that Sir Dan is about to go and say hello to it. Especially if it is ill-tempered, it is doubly important to go and say hello to it. Maybe that will improve its mood. Or maybe not. But I don't think there most likely is no problem about not paying attention, being friendly to it.
The mean old dragon can be summoned by inserting 2 dragon gems into the eye sockets of the relief. The grouchy dragon doesn't come out much, as he is afraid of the roof collapsing over his head.
Well, to see it do actually, when you know, it's actually quite reasonable stance on things. Yeah, Dan can, because, well, first it's time to loot the dragon's lair from its treasure and summon it.
Who dares to enter my lair and wake me from my slumber? Aha! Prepare yourself, little man. I shall roast the flesh from your bones. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I will pluck out both your eyes. Oh, great. I'm just gonna give you a good hiding.
Yep. Dragon is gonna pop up. It's especially called a mean old dragon. Let's drop stuff on its head. Yeah, I have to bash these floors to make it drop, to make things drop on its head. It's a bit, of course I could be doing it a bit faster, but this is one very simple boss fight. And it's quite random about where he shows up. But the pattern of how the rocks fall is not random. It basically goes the clockwise pattern right behind. But Dragon's Breath is quite strong. And he takes more damage than in the original MediEvil. And now he's actually also dodging. Meaning, and the flame he shoots becomes longer. So yeah, difficulty of the fight amped up. Oh yeah. Old-fashioned tactic of attack spamming works well.
Enough! I yield! That really hurt. What did you have to go and do that for? Here, take this dragon potion and leave me alone. Drink it when you need it. It gives you armor that is impervious to heat. Plus it lets you breathe fire. Now go away.
I think that dragon was a kind of a homage slash parody to late actor Sir Sean Connery and his role as Sean Connery voiced a dragon in Dragonheart, which is quite fun movie. Not the greatest, but still quite fun. And yeah, dragon defeated. And that dragon armor he drops or gives us, or better say what we scare him to do. The dragon armor is necessary. So let's just refill the bottles I had. I did notice that in the original MediEvil, these life fountains were limited resource. That they all had limited amount of health, that which would then be drained away if you would use them too much, and that's it. They're gone. Although the life bottles would be unlimited resource, but of course there would be quite few of them. Meaning that if you would lose lots of your life bottles, it might be a bit of a difficult task of refilling them. But in this one, it seems like they are. They do. In this one, it looks more like that they do. Much more based on just the basic level. Oh yeah, and crumbly floors. Basic platforming. Rhinotaurs with against magic sword. Short fight. And the chalice is mine. Alright. Do I have the rune? Yes, I do have the rune. I can now just do something like an exiting of the from the stage. Except after I have done a bit of a return trip to the beginning of the stage to fetch myself the chalice. Because this stage, gameplay wise, well, it does give you the dragon boss fight, which is quite fun. It basically works much more like a filler, like the pumpkin gourd. That they needed a level. They wanted a level to make game a bit longer, so they got this level. Doesn't give much, except just a way for Dan to go forward, so Daniel Fortescue to get forward. Nothing particularly unusual as such. Well, I'm leaving. And returning to the Hall of Heroes. Of course, it's quite easy for them to just keep wondering about what the hell is this? Why is he coming back all the time?
Wouldn't this make a wonderful tourist attraction? Come see Stengard the Mighty! Come and see the last of the centaurs! Oh, and see that dork over there? That's Daniel Fortescue, would-be hero!
That's actually the last line they're gonna say before they just admit that we were wrong. You are truly a hero. What the hell did the goddamn imp steal my sword? Oh yes, he did. But the price was alright. Goddamn imp just at the last second it managed to nick my sword. And the price was quite steep of 2000, but if I remember right, it was worse, bigger price than the original one. And there's a completely new hero here to have a chat with.
Daniel, there you are. I was so worried about you. I know you have the heart of a hero, Daniel. Now we must show the others. Would you like to take my magic lightning bolts? I don't have many, but they're very powerful. Off you pop then, and keep your chin up. Oops, sorry Daniel. Now take care. The good people of Gallowmere are depending on you.
The lightning. You could say this is the ultimate weapon of the game, but it has the catch of being limited resource. As in limited that you can't refill it. At least in the original one. In this one, I don't know. Let's see. What does the merchant say? Oh, he allows you can actually use it more. Use him more. Crossbow bolts. Yeah. That merchant. That damn imp cost me 2000. So what is the next stage? Gallows Gauntlet. I can't remember much about this stage. It's not a new stage, I do remember, I do know that. Oh yes, now I remember, it's this kind of... It's this... rope way forward.
Take care not to wake the Serpent of Gallowmere. It is a most powerful supernatural creature that was bound somewhere within these chasm walls.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's a scary serpent in here. So let's just fill up my life bottles first. And prepare to... and say hello to zombies who have been... rammed a spike through them, and now they are using their spikes rammed through them just to run at me. And there's a mummies as well. Dragon corpses. Quite much of enemy gauntlet is so far. Yeah, there is also all kinds of enemies. So a burning fire bridge and a book to read. So what does the book say?
This magical barrier was constructed by the dragons of old. Only those brave enough to adorn the dragon armor may pass through this fiery gateway.
Well, I have the dragon armor, which means I can get through that. But before I do that, I think it might be a smart idea to do some investigation first. And make use of my throwing daggers, because, well, I have them. So why not make use of them? But luckily, not all the enemies appear particularly smart. like that one. Just stands there and lets me pepper it full of daggers. And you can also, and with the throwing dagger, you can actually charge the attack to throw multiple of them at the same time. And that part, those things seem to cause quite a lot of damage when they charge at you, or charge at Dan, so... Yeah, and lots of enemies type of stage. And with a silver shield, which is the best shield you can generally find. Meaning that the structure of this stage was a bit of a loop. But oh yeah, in the original one there was a there was a chance for you to actually leave this stage if you would not have dragon armor. But in this one, then there's the option of you can quit the map, meaning that oh yeah, I think I just faced the Serpent of Gallowbeer and I chopped it apart with my sword. I don't remember you were able to do that in the original one. You were just able to run away. You just had to run away from it. But opening all these routes should make things a bit easier for me. Yeah, that is the only phase in the entire game that you actually do need to use dragon armor. It's not you can use it elsewhere, and the fire breathing trick is quite handy, but it is not, you could say, something that you definitely always need. So it's kind of, you could say, flexible in that sense. Alright, where oh yes, here it was. Rune and this one should open chalice room. Oh yes, it does. All I have to do now is fill it with souls. Not so that kind of souls that shoes have, but that kind of souls that living things have in them. Apparently also demons and all that kind of things as well. So let's just go and grab it. Like this. And this one is also, you could say, quite much of a filler stage in that there wasn't much of big things in here. But leaving the stage, once again to the Hall of Heroes. And go, and there's quite many of these challenges already filled. And now, and I have also everybody's weapon, so now it's just a matter of money and other goods that they want to give me. Alright, so what does the centaur have give me? He's talking to me a lot.
I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, Mike?
Well, yeah, life bottle, which actually did seem to fill my life bar completely, which is convenient. But at this phase, all I can get is money and or life bottles, because only those are left in this in here. And I seem to have gone through 2 stages already, so it's time to already end this episode right here. But first, let's go to the see the next stage. Oh yes, the Haunted Ruins, which is very big and complex stage as well, and the most difficult stage is already looming in my sight. But time to end this episode right here. See you next time. See ya. Remember to subscribe, like, and all that kind of things. Not much big difference to me, but still. See you.